I saw this big chunk, caught my eye off the trail here. Thought it was probably steel, but it's actually aluminum. There's 2 pieces. Let's grab this. Is it plastic though? No. No, it's definitely metal. Really thin sheet of aluminum. So light. I don't know. A couple pounds, I guess. Electrical access panel there. I can do this one a little more methodically. Let's see. Okay. There's a small business college up here. A couple of dumpsters that are worth checking. There's also this Park District dumpster over here. Let's just leave the camera on. Off-road in here. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to go over this far. Okay. That's why they call it a hybrid bike, right? Okay. Just one more over. Well, that's how a Trek TS1 handles in the mud. Not too bad, I would say. Just don't have a whole lot of experience, anything to compare it to. There's a hose in there. Might have some brass ends. That's about our only prospect here. Brass ends are good. I always like finding brass. No, nothing. Nothing in here. Cans, but I'm not going in there for that. I'm not going in for cans. Not unless we're talking mass quantities. Basketballs, bankers boxes. Basketballs and bankers boxes. Doesn't have much of a ring to it. Another construction dumpster over here. I don't know what this building used to be. Probably some kind of manufacturing facility of some kind, with the park district's taking it over. It's all foam and wood. Foam and wood. Probably close to about halfway home. If I went that way, it's about 3 miles away from my home. 2-3 miles. I'm used to going this way, because that road's been closed pretty much all year. It's open now. We're not working on it for the winter. When it's done, it's going to have a bike path going the whole way along this road all the way to this point where it meets up with the trail. So that'll be a nicer ride. There is a brutal hill going that way, but it saves a lot of time. Like I said, I don't mind going the long way today because I'm enjoying myself. The weather is amazing. I love this weather, and not dumpster diving. As long as I get back before sunset, I will ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and dive and dive. Ride and dive. Ride and dive, ride and dive. Oh, I have found good stuff here before. Software, computer hardware, cabling. I see a top to a pan, but I don't see the pan itself. Some kind of crock pot thing, box. Oh, there's a pan in there. Alright. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what we can find. Oh yeah, a lot of broken glass. Can. Oh, vintage photos are good. Vintage photos, postcards are good. Slides, negatives. Now let's take all this. That's nice. That's a real nice surprise there. Vintage black and white photos. Greeting cards. Take these pans. And we'll be on our way. And we'll be on our way. Yeah, those vintage photos will probably sell for about $20 in a lot. The cards, I'm not sure how many cards I was able to grab. Some of those looked like just empty envelopes that I left there. I tried to grab anything that felt like there was a card in it. But vintage greeting cards can go for pretty good money too, in a lot. Especially if they're unused, which it looked like some of those were. So that's cool. That's the kind of stuff I'm out here to find. Not necessarily scrap metal. In fact, not scrap metal at all. What I'm out here looking for is stuff I can sell. Scrap metal is kind of the lowest common denominator thing to find that's worth grabbing. And like I said, I don't grab steel. I'm pretty much only looking for stuff that's 10 cents a pound or more. Or just things that have good value on their own, like those photos. And possibly that motorcycle windshield. Don't really know. I didn't see a brand name on that, so I'll have to look that up. Maybe there's a model, yeah, like a model number or something. Plumbing brass. Copper. That's steel. That's brass, copper. Kind of a new area for me here. These apartments are back here. Copper? I don't know what that is. Just plastic. Well, this is a piece of brass here. Or copper. I think. else along those lines. Some copper down there. Oh. There's one. There's another one. Some stainless. Stainless steel breakage. Number 2 copper. Number 2 copper. Also under there. So that's it. So here's the total for about 2 hours work, I guess. I found this wire on the way back. I had already ran out of batteries. But yeah, this is number 1 insulated wire, and some of it's in like conduit. Some of it's in like rubber shielding, but I'll get that all out of there and separate the wire. And some aluminum pans, some brass and copper, and a little bit of stainless steel breakage. A bunch of Christmas lights, a few pounds of clean aluminum cans, cell phone. And as far as sellable items, there's this Radio Shack 2-way radio. Unfortunately, I didn't see the other radio in there, just the one with the power supply. So I'll test that up, maybe clean it up. Might be sellable, might be scrap, not sure at this point. Same thing with this motorcycle shield. I looked this up. There is a brand name on there. It's Cyclear. It's for a Harley Davidson motorcycle, and that could be worth like anywhere between like $20 and $50. Unfortunately, it is really scratched and scuffed up. I'm not sure if that happened from being in my tote, or if it was like that, and that's the reason it was in the dumpster in the first place, which is also highly likely. So looks like that's probably going to be scrap. There's some good chunks of aluminum on there. Here's that stack of vintage photos. I looked at those cards. They were all used, and looking at like used vintage greeting cards online, looks like you have to have like a pretty large lot of those for them to have any value. But these, there's some negatives here too. One color photo, all the other ones are black and white. Family photos, so these will all go in a lot. And they'll sell for about somewhere between $15 and $20 free shipping. So that'll end up being about $10 something in my pocket. These CDs, I didn't look them up yet, but I doubt they'll be worth messing with on eBay. They'll probably go in with my flea market stuff. I'll sell those for 50 cents each. And yeah, they're all Christmas CDs, so they probably won't sell until next Christmas. But yeah, not a bad little score.